Hey guys, this is Red State 08 with the TNOutdoorForum.com coming to you tonight. This is the first time that I've tried this, and I don't exactly know how it'll go. I want to tag some people in a video to see what their video response to this is. So I'm looking for VRs on this, guys, and I want anybody who wants to make one, you're welcome to. I am going to tag some specific people that I want to see theirs, who I feel like have awesome channels, and I'd like to see what they have. So the idea and the concept that I came up with is that if you were dumped in the middle of nowhere and you could have a bag and 5 pieces of survival gear to survive, what would the essential survival gear that you would want first and foremost be? And I know some of your guys are going to differ on this, and you're going to have different opinions, and that's fine. You're welcome to disagree with me. You're welcome to put the exact same things that I have in the video in yours. So it's all up to you. I want to know what your 5 essentials must-haves are in order to come up with your survival gear, and I'm going to show you. Now, this does include the bag itself, and I've selected just a plastic shopping bag in that. And in this shopping bag, I have 5 pieces of gear, and I'm going to show these 5 pieces of gear and show you what my survival system would be if I could only have 5 pieces of gear to do it, that I feel like I could survive and I could make it through a 72-hour situation, or even in a lot of cases a little bit extended beyond that. So let's get started. Let's go for the first piece of gear. Now I know everybody goes, what is the number one first and foremost piece of gear that you need in a survival situation? And everybody knows what's coming, guys. We have a knife. Oh yes. This particular knife is a hand-forged knife made by a friend of mine named Jordan Duncan. Jordan is a blacksmith. He has a blacksmith forge named Flatwoods Forge, based out of Oliver Springs, Tennessee. If you want to look him up on the web, you can check him out at www.flatwoodsforge.com. Now, this is not a review of this knife. I am going to review this knife later, hopefully in a full-length video once I get the new camera equipment up and going and we get our bumpers recorded and everything. We're going to try to do it up right for Jordan. Because I feel like his knife is absolutely superb, guys. But we're going to show this a little bit, tell you what it is. This knife is hand-forged out of a 1095 Nicholson file. The knife itself is sharp as a razor, guys. It is a beast of a blade, and you can see that it has seen some action since I've had it, guys. I have beat the living snot out of this knife, and it still is sharp enough to shave arm hair with. The knife itself, it's just an outstanding bushcraft knife. Love the straight edge blade. We have the sheath here that I actually made the sheath myself, just sitting around one day, and that's an interesting story for another place, another time as well. But we'll tell you about the sheath. But I love this knife overall. The knife and the sheath are the first piece of gear, but just so happens, being a bushcrafter, I saw the need to attach a loop for a fire steel onto this sheath. And so my second piece of gear, besides the knife and sheath, is going to be a fire steel set on a ring. We're going to put that on the table along with the Flatwoods Forge knife. Now let's get back in our bag, see what else we can find. Now, the third thing that I chose in my group set was paracord lanyard. This is 25 foot of paracord. And I just dropped it. 25 feet of paracord that's woven into a lanyard proves useful in almost any situation that you'd come across. Definitely want to have some paracord available to us. Let's look in here and see for what our fourth item is, guys. I have a stainless steel water bottle. Now this particular bottle is painted blue, guys, but this would be good for purifying water in a needs-to situation. You could cook in it. It is one solid piece, solid wall construction. It has no seams or anything like that. So it will boil water and it will hold water in there. Excellent water bottle. I want to say that one is made. It's either Nalgene or Camelback. I rubbed the paint off of it, so I don't even remember now. But excellent bottle. I've had it for a couple of years. It's been a really good bottle. The last piece of gear that we want to show out of here that I picked in my 5 pieces of gear, with the knife and the cordage, I can build shelter. I can build fire. I can get water where I can boil water. The only other thing that I need to know, guys, I need to know where I'm going. So the last piece of gear that I've got is just a very basic GI engineer compass. Now, what I like about the GI engineering compass, guys, is that you don't necessarily have to be an expert to know how to use this one. If you know how to set the needle in the doghouse on this, you can figure out where you're going anywhere in the world. And it's a very just simple, easy to use compass that anybody can use. And I feel like that it's a good asset. Also, as a backup on this, it does have a magnifying glass, guys. Albeit though little as it may be, it is still in that a magnifying glass, which in fact, if I got that at the right angle, could be used to help me start a fire. And that's another reason that I like that particular compass as well. Guys, those are my 5 pieces of gear, and I'm interested to see what some of you guys come up with. The people that I want to tag are just some channels that I really enjoy watching, and I want to tag some of you guys. First person I want to tag in here is I want to tag Shannon from Youth to Wild. Shannon, I'd like to see what kind of gear that you would take if you could only have 5 items. Second person I want to tag is a guy that I really enjoy his channel. I really enjoy the stuff he puts out. Funny guy. Enjoy watching everything he puts out. Big Dirty. Big Dirtification. We want to see what you would put in your kit. Also, while I'm on the subject of Big Dirty, I'd like to see Jayhawk. Jayhawk, let's see what you would put in yours, and we'll grab one more. Newer guy I just subscribed to is TR Prepper. TR Prepper, we'd like to see what you'd put in your 5-piece kit. If you were thrown out, what were the 5 pieces that you couldn't live without? Guys, I really look forward to seeing all your VRs. There's so many of you guys that I subscribe to. I just can't get everybody in the video. But if you want to make one, by all means, please make a VR to this. We'd love to see what you want to put out in your kit. And as always, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great night.